my loves, it's your girl Diamond. I am back with finally my reviews about Married to Medicine. Like, I'm so sorry, y'all. I've really been MIA with this, and Married to Medicine is getting good. But I missed damn near the first 4 episodes. Because we got the introduction to Sweet Tea. Okay, she's Gregory's new fiance, now wife. I think Sweet Tea's introduction to the show wasn't what she thought it was. I believe she thought she was going to get special treatment because she's now Gregory's wife, and she thought that nobody would have made her feel uncomfortable. Nobody would bring up Quad around her. But girl, Quad has been a part of the show since the beginning. They gonna mention her. And we gotta have something going on. You're not gonna get off of not talking about how you got with G, what do you know, because finding out Sweet Tea's a fan of the show. She is. You know, she mentioned to Heavenly that G is controlling the same things that Quad has complained about him. Because he made a terrible joke about how Roberts was in the house with guns because Sweet Tea forgot to set the alarm. And he throws back in her face that he pays this, he pays that, she don't pay nothing. I feel like if you want to throw out how much you pay for it, then don't get married. But Sweet Tea isn't someone who's just wanting to be a doctor's wife. She has her own business. I mean, she has a job. She has a job. Okay, she makes her own money. But if she is reaping the benefits of marrying a psychiatrist, absolutely. Absolutely. Everybody is probably not giving Sweet Tea the right introduction or not giving her the right room for her to be in a part of the show, because at the beginning of the episodes, they kept on bringing up Quad. But I feel like that's something that's going to happen regardless, especially if Quad wants to be part of the show. She's going to want to check. She's going to be mentioned. And now I understand that it was wrong of them to bring her up at your engagement party. I get that. But girl, you can't escape that. You can't escape it. I don't know what else to tell you. Everybody's reading her off as a gold digger because she made a comment about how when she moved, she got access to the money. It wasn't the right comment. It didn't land right. Then they keep mentioning Quad's house, how Quad had this done, had that done. All she did was paint the walls. I mean, she added a few things, but the thing about it is I wouldn't be living in the same house that my now husband lived with his ex-wife. I would not have been doing that. I would want a new house. I really would. Phaedra, don't like Phaedra. I'm sorry. I don't like. Why is she here? To be messy? To be fake? Sneaky? Conniving? That's what Phaedra's doing right now. I don't like her constant remarks about Sweet Tea's body. She made so much comments about how she don't have a butt. She's butt challenged. Even when they went to the bridal store, I didn't like that. Because I feel like just because you went and got on the table and got stuffed and plucked, nipped, and slipped, doesn't mean you can come at Sweet Tea about her body. Obviously, her body makes Greg happy. What you worried about it for? Because I feel like Phaedra is a messenger for Quad. Everything happens with Sweet Tea, she tells Quad. Every single time. That's what happens every single time. She's just trying to look out for Greg, want to make sure he's in a good space, want to make sure he's marrying her for the right reasons. I mean, has anybody been in G's DM like that? Ever since he divorced Quad? I would love to know, because Sweet Tea didn't hold back when she mentioned that she slipped in his DMs and said, I got what you need. So, Simone and Toya have really taken a liking to Sweet Tea. They like her. They have a good relationship with her. Toya calls Sweet Tea her little sister. When it came down to Toya mentioning Quad's DUI, I wasn't mad. Phaedra, you got a lot of fucking nerve to feel like Toya putting a DUI on Quad's name is a sin based off the shit you did to Candy. You can miss me. Ian Quad admitted she did have a DUI. It was cleared. It was taken off. Either way, it was mentioned. But Quad, I'm gonna need for you to stop having sudden amnesia to not understand why Toya is coming at you. Because all last season, you perpetuated that she was the one who set up Anila's house to get robbed. You perpetuated that she is sleeping with a neighbor. Someone in the neighborhood. You perpetuated that and you stood on it. So if the fact that you want to now have sudden amnesia, that every time Toya mentions your name, she mentions your name in a negative way, because you did as well. I mean, at the end of the day, Toya and Quad have aired each other's stuff out for years. Quad got DUI. No. Quad got a mugshot. Toya got a mugshot. Everybody, like, we're not going to do this. We're not going to do this. It's really pissing me off that Quad is acting like she don't know what she did to Toya for Toya to come at her like this. Please. Please miss me. Really, please. Shoot. I enjoyed the sex talk that Toya and Eugene had with their sons. It was honest. It was funny. I loved it. Eugene wants to have the same honest relationship with his sons. Even in the last episode, he took his sons shoe shopping, and he wanted to know, is there anything else you guys would like to learn about that you might be uncomfortable talking to your mom about? So they said, what's a period? What are tampons? He said, that's for your mom to know. That's for your mom to discuss with you, not me. But Eugene's a doctor. So he explained what a period is. He explained what a tampon is, and I loved it. Eugene is funny. Eugene has slimmed down. He looks good. Real good. I'm loving Toya. I'm loving Toya so much. It's not even funny. What else happened the past couple of episodes? Heavenly and Allura. Allura's graduating from high school. She's headed off to college. She is at FAMU, Heavenly's alma mater. But Heavenly and Damon were making such a big deal of trying to convince Allura not to go away to college. They want her to stay close because she is the last baby. She's the baby girl. So they are feeling a sense of protection over her. But Damon, when you said that you didn't feel away when your oldest sons graduated because you knew that they can defend themselves and protect themselves, I want you to give the same understanding to your daughter. Let her fly. Let her be independent. Let her go out there and explore the world. She don't want to be under y'all. She definitely don't want to be under Heavenly. Like, no. Because y'all making it such a problem for her to go away. Y'all mentioned how y'all didn't have wins like that when y'all went to college. Y'all didn't have this. It wasn't like this. Trust me. There are a lot of things that she should be aware of, especially on the internet, especially people. People are crazy nowadays. You know what I'm saying? I get all that. I do. But don't rob her of an opportunity of going away to college. You guys were awarded the same opportunity to go away to college. Give the same opportunity back to her. That's all you got to do. But I be going back and forth with Heavenly's mindset because she be wanting women to have their own, but she also be wanting women to be Betty Crocker. Just like in that scene with her daughter making spaghetti. She said, don't you want your man to have some spaghetti? You gotta know how to keep a man if you cook for him. I be like, Heavenly, no. He might not want spaghetti, but I'm not gonna be knowing how to cook just so I can cook for a man. No. Then yeah, I didn't like that, but it was nice to see, funny as well. Simone and Jackie, they end up having lunch together, which I enjoyed. But they were talking about Sweet Tea, and maybe Sweet Tea should grow up because Sweet Tea is trying to navigate with planning her own wedding, and she's trying to be, there for be there for Greg because he wants food on time whenever he comes home. And Sweet Tea mentions on wanting to have an assistant to go to the grocery store for her to bring the food to the house she can make it. And they were like, oh, this generation is so entitled. This generation is so spoiled. Yeah. You got a problem with that? There will be a quite a couple of times. I ain't going to be cooking shit. He can feed himself. Because Simone wanted to say in the confessional that when she was Sweet Tea's age, she had a private practice, a husband, and a toddler, and still managed to do it all. Well, that was you, Simone. That was you. Okay? You literally had no choice but to do it all. You didn't have any outside help. You didn't have any resources. So in my generation, which is Sweet Tea's generation, if she has the ability to get her food delivered, hello, Instacart, or have a maid, have a housekeeper, have a chef. If she has the ability to have resources at her disposal for her making her life easier, that she don't have to do this, then she will do it. Like, don't get mad. I sometimes feel like the older generation gets mad, gets jealous that we don't have to work as hard to build a home, don't have to work as hard to have a career, don't have to work as hard to be a mom, be a wife. We don't have to work as hard as y'all did. Like, we didn't just have to do it. Like, we had other ways of making it easy for us. And if it's easy for us, we gonna do it. It doesn't mean we don't know the value of, life, know the value of hard work. That's not it. But there are some things available for us to make it easy for us and not have to do all this shit, then yeah, we will do it. Other than that, it was time for Sweet Tea's anniversary. What's that thing called? Bachelorette party.
I'm not sure I understand.
It was time for the bachelorette party. Phaedra and Toya planned like a lingerie, pajama type party. While Eugene and Cecil, they planned like a party bus, a gentleman's club for G. I like the party that that Toya did. It was giving sexy. It was giving, pampered, because they had men in shorts and all skin giving massages. It was giving nasty though, real nasty. Because when Heavenly came, Heavenly, you be going back and forth, but you try not to act like you a freak, but you want to act like you are holier than thou. Because you be like, don't touch me, don't touch me. But then you get touched. But then you want to make sure Damon don't touch. Because that's what Damon did. Damon kept everything to himself. He was there, but he wasn't there. And, Heavenly is enjoying all this touching and feeling from another man. Toya want to spray whipped cream on her. I'm like, oh my God, what's going on here? It was getting nasty and spicy. It was. Listening to G talk when he was like, if I take my pants down, I ain't putting them back up. He sound like Riley from the Boondocks. That's what G sound like. But he was having such a grand old time. There were some big booty strippers on the party bus, bouncing it, make that ass clap, clap, clap. Okay. But he was having a little bit too much fun. Because he was inviting strippers to the wedding. They were like, no. Even Eugene, he had the funniest line ever. Because he said, this is not the best man, sir. We're not inviting strippers to the wedding. No. We're not doing that. Then you got Curtis. Curtis, you was in the Dominican Republic when you didn't go to the engagement party, but you had to make an appearance for the bachelor party. And Jackie told you, we don't touch, you don't look, you don't do nothing. Lady sitting on his lap. He ain't. Curtis don't get it. He will never get it. Okay. Like, that was so funny to me. That was hilarious to me. I'm like, Curtis, get away from me with this shit. Like, for real, get away. So, other than that, it was a scene with Miles. No, not Miles. Cecil. It was a scene with Cecil and Simone. They were having dinner with their sons. I don't remember much about that. I just know that both their sons are in college. I think one's in community college and is willing to transfer to a university so he can study to be a lawyer, while the oldest is going back and forth. He went to one school, then he took a year off, then he's back to another school. He's a film major, but dragging his feet. That's all it is. He's dragging his feet. Simone just wants to know what their plans, especially after they graduate, what they're going to do. They don't know, especially the youngest. The youngest is planning on coming back home or wanting them to, rent an apartment for him. But Simone is really wanting them to get out there and be independent. She wants them to, figure out their life, have a job, do something. Because she don't like the fact that, our kids are spoiled as hell. They're spoiled, they're privileged, they're entitled. They don't see the vision. They don't have the drive to want anything more for themselves because we still give them things. We still pay things for them. For the youngest to want an apartment paid, an apartment rented for him by his parents, she'd be like, huh? What you mean? See, that gotta be something me and your dad gotta agree. And we don't agree on the same things and we're never on the same team. Okay? So in the confessional, Cecil was talking about we are fortunate to make sure our sons don't have to want for a lot. We're able to give them things the way that our parents weren't able to give us. But Simone is like, I hear you. But I feel like the way you think about it, you want them to have an open access to our ATM machines and they can spend to their heart's desires all the way until they want to do something. That's not going to work. And Cecil, isn't Cecil a real estate agent? Wait, did Cecil retire? What money is Cecil making? Because all of this is Simone's money. The show, her practice, all of this is hers. So Cecil, what are you doing? So I don't really think you have much of a say-so with how much money the kids should just to have at their disposal. No. But it is funny though, Simone, you don't want to make it easy for your kids to live, but you want Sweet Tea to not have life easy for her. You want her to grow up and deal with the hard work, but you don't want to make your son's life easy. Like, make it make sense right there. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't like that at all. Like, you honestly think that we supposed to just let our kids spend without them learning how to get on their own? That ain't gonna work for me. No, it's not. No, it's not at all. Okay? What else happened? I know I mentioned the bachelorette part. I said I'm getting back to that because that was pretty much the main thing right there. That was the main thing. The bachelorette party, okay? So, they're all having a good time, but then Sweet Tea gets a phone call from her wedding planner because she had to change venues. She wanted a rooftop, but it was going to rain. So she had to settle for an indoor wedding, and that's costing more money. So when the wedding planner told them about a new charge for something else to have to get changed, it was announced that it was going to be a $13,000 or $14,000 more charge. And I was like, this did not have to be on speaker, but it is what it is. We got to know. And she got mad. She got annoyed. But I feel like, did you want that to be announced? I don't know. I feel like back and forth, Sweet Tea be sometimes trying to portray that she's stressed out. But then it could also be, she could be stressed out for real. Because she is doing this all on her own. She wants G to be involved. He don't want to be involved. But is complaining about how much money the wedding is costing. Then scrap it all off and go to Justice of the Peace. Do that. Just do that, okay? So while she's upset and frustrated and probably embarrassed, because I feel like Sweet Tea wants to fit in. Sweet Tea wants to be, she wants to be included. I mean, even to the point where Toya had her wine event and Sweet Tea got up, her tag was showing in her dress. It was so embarrassing. It really was. And her sister is trying to calm her down, but she's coming at her sister. They're going back and forth with one another. Phaedra removes her. She's screaming, hollering. This is like, oh my God. Because, we saw that clip when they put the trailer out for the next episode. We thought that her and Quad were going to get into it. No, it was her and her sister that was getting into it. And it's like, no. What is happening? Then Heaven decides to open her big ass mouth and talk about how, see, it's a sign. This marriage shouldn't happen. No, it shouldn't. Because she told me. She told me he's controlling. She told me he don't do this. She told me that. And I feel like this wedding was rushed. This relationship was rushed. It ain't working. I said, Heavenly, why did you say that? Now, notice that, she had her maid of honor sitting right there listening to everything. I feel like, Heavenly, you could have kept that shit to your fucking self. I was already annoyed. When Sweet Tea met up with Heavenly and she was going to talk, I said, Heavenly should not be the person you should meet up with. Heavenly is messy. Heavenly repeats everybody else's business. That's why her business never be out. She repeats everybody else's. You should not trust Heavenly with nothing you got to say. Nothing. So for her to use that moment at the girls' bachelorette party to mention how this wedding shouldn't happen, this marriage shouldn't happen, listen. I don't want to place no negativity on anybody else's relationship. If I don't want it in mine, I would not do it to nobody else's. But, Sweet Tea, do you really know G? I already said it. You're a fan because you've already seen the way he treated Quad. So you think you're going to be any different? I just want to know. If you are, please enlist counseling. Please. Please. Because if G is going to throw it back in your face, that the same things you're telling him were the same things that Quad has been telling him, then he's the problem. Not you. It's him. Okay? So while trying to get her to calm down, Phaedra gets a text message from someone saying that she's outside. And here she go walking. And who pops up? Quad. Toya was immediately pissed off. And she's like, what the fuck is this? So who invited you? Phaedra invited me. There was no invitation for you to come. None. But we all know she sat there because she had a cast call. So Toya was the main one who was vocal enough to be honest about what the fuck is this shit? Sweet Tea? No. Sweet Tea. You told us you didn't like the way we kept mentioning Quad around you. And now she's here. You want to be all chummy chum with her? Because Quad brought a gift. So Sweet Tea was trying to kill her with kindness. Because she said in the confessional, I got to sit here and deal with this bullshit. I got to smile through this shit. You didn't have to. You could get the same energy, be like, oh, Quad, no. I could have saw you someplace else. This is my bachelorette party. We're not doing that. No. So, like, it really was, like, annoying for real. I wasn't mad at Toya for calling it out. She called out Phaedra, called out Quad. She even called out Simone. Like, Simone, you don't care. Here go help me, fake ass. Oh, my God, girl, hi! And Toya was like, that's your friend now, Heavenly? That's your friend now? Because at the beginning of the season, Heavenly hasn't spoken to Quad, but she was going to kiss Quad's ass. But here you go. You wanted some shit to happen. And of course, Quad's like, I don't know why Toya be trying to kick me out. I don't know why Toya be wanting to make sure everybody don't like me. It's not Toya, Quad. It's your energy. It's your actions. It's what you do. Toya has every right to come at you every which way in turn. She has every right to. So when she said, Phaedra, escort your friend out, please. Thank you. Because I believe Quad got up and say, Sweet Tea, do you want me to go? Well, I think it's best that you go. Because it is my bachelor party. Toya said, no, it's not. It's mine. You just here. It's mine. It's my party. You just here. I wasn't mad at Toya. I really wasn't. Because Toya ain't said no lie. Toya's reasoning was not wrong. People thought she did too much. I don't think she did. Not to me. I was with Toya. I really was. I'm like, Toya ain't faking the funk with none of this shit. None at all. But it would read off as if Quad makes you this mad. I would never let a bitch see me sweat. I wouldn't. But I feel like it is what it is. They both got history with one another. So I think that was the end of episodes. I believe 2 and 3 is what I missed. But that's pretty much all I can remember from the past couple of episodes. Yeah. Please give me in the comments if I missed anything. I'm just trying to get these out. But y'all, that's all I have. Please stay tuned for my next video, and I'm going to see you guys later. Bye.